So the Pittsburgh Steelers just got a double dose of huge news, and you guys gotta just chill. After that loss to the Bears, it's like it's time to just give up on the season, right? Fire the coach, get rid of these players, make all of these adjustments. Relax, because in this video, I'm going to look at this game from the Bills' perspective a little bit. They consider this a really tough test on whether they are going to make the playoffs. They are in a very similar spot as the Pittsburgh Steelers. Everybody chill. But before I do that, it is important to go over a couple really not very good things heading into this game for your Pittsburgh Steelers, because Mike Tomlin, he just ruled out 2 Steelers starters for this pivotal AFC matchup, and this is hosting the Bills, right? The Steelers play like a completely different team at home, and there's going to be an offensive starter and a defensive starter out for this game. And the Bills, they're banged up coming into this game as well. They're banged up in the trenches at this stage of the season. It's going to be no different for this Week 13 game. So the injuries go both ways here. Let's go forward on this game for November 30th. And the Steelers, they're going to be without starting tackles on both sides of the ball. And this is tough. And this is while addressing reporters on Tuesday. Head coach Mike Tomlin, he did in fact rule out left tackle Broderick Jones. Broderick Jones wasn't playing well anyways, so I don't think that's that huge of a loss. But a bigger loss is defensive tackle Derek Harmon. He is ruled out. Let's hear straight from the head coach. Broderick Jones has a neck injury. He'll be classified as out this week. Same thing goes for Derek Harmon. He sustained a knee injury in play. He was able to finish the game, but he'll be characterized as out this week. Now, Buffalo, they have their own problems on the defensive line. And Joey Bosa, he's playing through a left wrist injury. And defensive tackle Ed Oliver, he's out until the playoffs at the earliest. And you're also looking at Michael Heck. He's done for the season with a torn Achilles. He's been an important player on this Buffalo Bills defense. And they've been particularly vulnerable against the run. You guys, this Buffalo team is a team that can definitely get beaten. But let's kind of look at what we're losing as far as Broderick Jones here. I mean, he is a 2023 first-round pick. He has started all 11 games for the Steelers up until this point. Really, 97% of the snaps. That's pretty much all of them. But he suffered a neck injury against the Bears. At first, it was described as a stinger, and then he ended up getting ruled out. He's not going to be back for this game. And now we're looking at the backup for him, Calvin Anderson. He stepped up at left tackle. He protected the blind side of Mason Rudolph for about the last 20 or so snaps. And, so the Steelers' depth at left tackle, the only other guy that you have is 32-year-old Andrus Peat. So it's getting a little thin. I think you guys are going to be fine here. Let's look at Harmon's impact so far this year. He lost the first 2 games of the season, right, with the MCL sprain, thankfully. But he's really done a really nice job. He's had 5 starts. He's played over 50% of the snaps for the defense. And we're going to look at Yahweh Black moving in most likely to take Harmon's spot on the line. And you're going to see probably some shuffling around a little bit. I have no worries about this defensive line. You guys are deep. You're able to rotate inside and out. I think you're going to be completely fine. And Yahweh Black is one of the bright spots of this rookie class. I think he's going to be a fantastic player for you guys. And I think you got him in the 5th round. So the price was right. Let's kind of look at this game from Buffalo's viewpoint, because they aren't feeling overly optimistic about this game. And you're looking at the Buffalo Bills, they're 7-4 after this big loss to the Houston Texans. And Buffalo, they're not really getting any help in the AFC playoff standings as well. So for both teams, this game is absolutely huge. And before this loss, Buffalo, they held the top wild card spot. Then they fell to 7 in the conference, and they are in the final spot right now. And this is after the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Arizona Cardinals in overtime. Buffalo now has the LA Chargers at number 5, the Jaguars at number 6 ahead of them, and a few guys fighting behind them, and one of those is the Pittsburgh Steelers. So kind of the playoff look out here. The 3 spots occupied after Buffalo. You've got Pittsburgh at 6-5, Houston at 6-5, and Kansas City at 6-5. Keep in mind, keep your eyes on Buffalo. Win this game. You've got the Baltimore Ravens after this. The Steelers control their own destiny. This season is not over, so everybody chill. Quit talking about firing your coach. It is not time. So we're looking at there's some head-to-head matchup differences, whatever, but the Steelers are here playing against Buffalo. Buffalo's got to maintain the wild card or give it over to the Steelers. So Steelers, tough loss against the Bears, 31-28, and it was a good effort. It just wasn't quite enough. Rodgers is looking like he is going to play against the Buffalo Bills. So that's a leg up. But Rodgers is going to come in with a huge chip on his shoulder. And if you look at Pittsburgh as well, they play their best football at home. They're currently 4-2 at Acrisure. 4-2. And Buffalo plays their best football at home as well. The Bills' record on the road isn't so good. It's 2-3. So you've got a super confident team at 4-2 playing at home against a team that's really failed on the road over and over and over. And the Bills, if they make the playoffs at this point, it's likely going to be a wild card team. For the Steelers, I think you guys can still win the division. You guys always call me crazy for being so optimistic on this channel. Everybody was ready to give up the boat earlier in this season. I told you you're going to start out with 5 wins. That happened. I think the Steelers have a puncher's chance in this Buffalo Bills game, and Buffalo just plays so poorly this year outside of their home field. And I think this is going to be a fantastic game. And Buffalo, they need to show that they can handle the challenges playing away. They need to show that they can stop the run. They've been having issues with their play calling as well. Buffalo's offensive coordinator has been under fire like crazy for a really vanilla scheme, for not calling good games. Their defensive coordinator is under fire. It's not just the Pittsburgh Steelers that are showing not a lot of love for their coaches right now. Buffalo is going through the exact same thing. They are having huge defensive problems. The Pittsburgh Steelers can score on this team. And I think if you can get this defense to play like they did against Indy, which they have a way of showing up against the good teams, right? Pittsburgh just has been playing down to their competition. That is a coaching issue. But regardless, I'm kind of rambling. I think the Steelers have more than a good chance to beat the Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills are ripe for the picking. Let's put good feels on this defense. I think it's going to be a good result, and we'll chop it up on our way to this Buffalo Bills game. You guys have been awesome. Hit the subscribe button if this is entertaining, and I'll talk to you soon. See ya.